PlayStation has officially announced the rebranding of PlayStation Plus, so let's take a look at it and compare it to Xbox Game Pass. So the news that we knew was coming this week has happened, and it is with the rebranding of PlayStation Plus. They officially announced the new pricing model, the 3 different tiers that you're going to get access to. So let's just take a look at it. So firstly, we have here PlayStation Plus Essential, which is essentially just PlayStation Plus. You're paying $10 a month or $60 yearly for the same stuff you were getting within PlayStation Plus, which is the monthly downloadable games, the exclusive discounts, cloud storage for saved games, and online multiplayer access. Now, there is one thing to keep in mind here. It says 2 monthly downloadable games. Right now with PlayStation Plus, I think you get like 3 because you get that additional PS5 game on there. I don't know if that means that's going away or if this is just the way that they are wording it in here, but you're still going to get access to that stuff. Then there's PlayStation Plus Extra, which is everything you get in PlayStation Plus Essential, but it is $15 a month and $100 a year. And on top of the stuff you're getting from PlayStation Plus Essential, you're going to be getting the catalog of up to 400 of the most enjoyable PS4 and PS5 games, including blockbuster hits from the PlayStation Studios catalog and third-party partners. We don't know exactly what that means, what games those will be, but I'm guessing it's just the most popular games out there are going to be added to PlayStation Plus Extra. And then finally, there's PlayStation Plus Premium, and this is everything in Essential and in Extra. Plus, you're going to be getting an additional 340 games, which include PlayStation 3 games, which will only be available via cloud streaming. And then you're going to get some more back catalog games from PS1, PS2, and the PSP generations for both streaming and downloadable options. Now, with this cloud streaming, or with PlayStation Plus Premium, you're also going to get cloud streaming access for, like I said, the PS1, PS2, PSP, and the PS4 games offered in the extra section or the extra tier for PlayStation Plus. So pretty much PlayStation Plus Premium is just everything plus the back catalog of games. And then additionally to that, there's going to be time limited game trials. And we don't know what these game trials are going to be, but you would assume, or at least you would hope, they are going to be game trials for their first party PlayStation games, the new ones that come out. And this one here is going to cost $17.99 a month or $120 yearly. So firstly, what do I like about this? I like the fact that you have the choice. You don't have to upgrade. Obviously, I mean, they were never going to force you, but if you're currently on PlayStation Plus, you're just going to be transferred over to PlayStation Plus Essential. Secondly, I like that they are bringing the back catalog of games, PS1 and PS2 specifically, which was, I don't think we heard that they were going to be doing that with the previous leaks and the previous rumors, and I was hoping that they would. And they are, which I think is great. We'll have to see which games they do offer. That's going to be a big thing for people if they're going to sign up for the PlayStation Plus Premium or not. I wish they would have also added PlayStation Vita. I'm not sure why they aren't adding PlayStation Vita in here. Maybe because I think the digital storefront was going to close down, and they reversed that decision. So the digital storefront is still up. Guessing they still want to try to make money off of people through that digital storefront. But I guess this gives them now the ability to close that digital storefront. And if they do, hopefully bring it over into this PlayStation Plus subscription. I also like that you have the ability to play all these games across PS4, PS5, and PC. So if you want, you can stream these games to your PC, meaning you're not strapped to the console itself. So those are the things I like about this service. But let's take a look at it in terms of comparing it to Xbox Game Pass. Now, Xbox Game Pass, right off the bat, I mean, we can go into it. Xbox Game Pass is significantly better than the offerings here that PlayStation is giving, especially for the price that you're getting it at and the value and the games that you're getting within Xbox Game Pass. We'll go over the comparison here for pricing. So as we know, PlayStation Plus Essential is $10, which you got to look at it in dollar to dollar comparison. You're comparing what we currently have with PlayStation Plus. You're not getting anything extra, and you're comparing that price to what you're going to be getting by paying $10 for PC Game Pass or console Game Pass. And it's not even close. Like, it's not even in the same stratosphere, I would say, for the $10, because Game Pass for $10, either on PC or console, you're getting access to tons of high quality games coming every single month. You're getting access to the day one Xbox Game Pass games. And just to put it in perspective, that means you're getting Starfield on day one. That means you're getting the next Call of Duty on day one. Whatever they're doing with World of Warcraft, all of the future Bethesda games, Redfall coming out this year, the next Gears of War, you got the Halo Infinite campaign, you had Forza Horizon 5, like it can go on and on and on. Perfect Dark, Fable, all those games coming day one, $10 a month for console or PC when you sign up to Xbox Game Pass. So that's really awesome. Plus you're also getting like the discounts, and specifically with Game Pass for PC, you're also getting EA Play for that extra $10, which gives you access to the games within the EA catalog, which are great. There's tons of great games in there. So that's $10 a month, and you can compare that to PlayStation Plus Essential over here. Now you go up to the $15 a month for PlayStation Plus Extra, and that's the additional 400 PS4 and PS5 games. So you're taking that comparison, you're looking at it here to Xbox Game Pass Ultimate for $15 a month. And with an Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, again, it's no contest because you have all the Game Pass stuff, plus you're getting the addition of Xbox Live Gold, and you're getting EA Play on top of that. So you're just getting so much more value and content for the Xbox Game Pass subscriptions than you are for the PlayStation Plus subscription. So I don't think in any way it is a fair comparison in terms of which one is better than the other. I think objectively, Xbox Game Pass, because of the pricing, because of the things you're getting, is significantly better than PlayStation Plus. But that doesn't mean that there is nothing here. I mean, there is stuff here for people if they are only on PlayStation. It's still a service that may be worthy to sign up for, especially if you're interested in the back catalog of games. For me personally, I don't know how interested I am in this after seeing what they're offering. However, I have to admit, my interest has been piqued by the PS1 to the PS2 games, the PS3, all the backwards compatible stuff. If they add additional games in there, if they continue to add to that catalog, I may check it out, see what's there, maybe sign up for a month. Now, on top of this, the pricing, what PlayStation does here is a little bit tricky, and they're doing it for a reason. I mean, it's all for business reasons, is that if you sign up for a year, you're gonna get a discount. So PlayStation Plus Extra and PlayStation Plus Premium, I believe, are actually cheaper overall if you sign up for the entire year. So yeah, here we have it. Xbox Game Pass Ultimate is $180 for the year, whereas the premium for PlayStation Plus is $120 for the year, but you have to pay in full for the entire year. And then extra would be $100 a year versus $120 a year. So depending on how you look at it, the PlayStation Plus pricing is less technically, but only if you sign up for the entire year, meaning you're locked in. You can't just go on a monthly basis, save that $10 or $15 if you don't want to use it that month or whatever. You've already paid the amount. So there's that as well when looking at deciding how you want to pay for PlayStation Plus and if you're doing the comparison in pricing with Xbox Game Pass. But even then, like you look at Xbox Game Pass Ultimate, let's say we're taking the yearly pricing, $180 a year versus $120 a year. I, in a heartbeat, would be taking the $180 a year. It's still far more worth it than paying the $120, in my opinion, for the premium version of PlayStation Plus. Now, this leads me over to this article here, this interview with GameIndustry.biz, Christopher Dring and Jim Ryan. It's a very insightful interview, I would say, in terms of the things Jim Ryan is saying. It's also kind of frustrating, I think, if you're a gamer, because it just seems like Jim Ryan is using the same old excuses as to why their first-party PlayStation games are not in PlayStation Plus, and I don't buy it for 1 minute based off of the things he's saying. So let's go through it. So right away, he talks about the first-party stuff and says, we feel like we are in a good virtuous cycle with the studios, where the investment delivers success, which enables yet more investment, which delivers yet more success. We like that cycle, and we think our gamers like that cycle. So, I mean, I don't know about you, but I saw a lot of people on Twitter defending this, which kind of blows my mind that people think that, I don't know, that it's better to pay more money for video games. Anyways, he's pretty much just saying here that, like, hey, we think that our customers like paying $70 a game because it makes the games better, it makes them more quality and higher in value and all that type of stuff. And I'm not buying that, but we'll continue on here. He says, in terms of putting our games into the service, highlight that, or any of our services upon their release, as you well know, this is not a road that we've gone down in the past, and it's not a road that we're going to go down with the new service. We feel if we were to do that with the games that we make at PlayStation Studios, the virtuous cycle will be broken. The level of investment that we need to make in our studios would not be possible. And we think the knock-on effect on the quality of games that we make would not be something that gamers want. So here we go. He's using that excuse that if you put your first party games into the subscription service, the games that you're getting right now will drop in quality, which again, I don't buy for a second because of the data and the information that we've gotten from Xbox Game Pass in terms of putting games day and date into the subscription service. Quality of games themselves have been extraordinary, and the proof is in the pudding, because at Metacritic's 12th annual game publisher ranking, Metacritic, the thing that PlayStation gamers love to throw about their games, saying like, oh, they always get the highest Metacritic score. The winner this year, or for 2021, was Microsoft, ranked number 1, whereas the previous year was ranked 6, and their average Metascore for 2021 releases was 87.4, which is, I think they say here that this was like one of the first times that an average score had been over 85 or something. They say here, it's very rare for a publisher to average above 80 for its releases across a single calendar year. But how often does a company average 85? Never until this year. This is the first time a company has averaged higher than 85 in Metacritic. And it is Xbox Game Studios with games that were all released day one into Xbox Game Pass. So right there you have it. I think just with this alone, that argument Jim Ryan is throwing out there, he's pretty much lying. He's pretty much saying that because it's all about the marketing. And I'll give PlayStation and I'll give Jim Ryan credit when it comes to this type of stuff. They are genius marketers, and at the end of the day, all of this stuff is business. They're trying to make the most amount of money off of their consumers, and they know that by not putting their games into PlayStation Plus on day one, it doesn't matter to them really, because what they're hoping for here is that out of the 48 million plus PlayStation Plus subscribers that they have, they're really just hoping to be able to convert a percentage of them over to one of these higher tiers. What maybe 10 million, 15 million, 5 million. As long as some of them convert over to the higher tiers, they're going to be making more profits and more money per customer, which is their goal. And they know that these customers that are currently in PlayStation Plus, that are currently already subscribed for a year or whatever, and the ones that are going to upgrade are still going to pay full price for day one PlayStation games, the $70 price tag. And a lot of them are going to be paying that through the digital store. So they're really going to be essentially double dipping on the majority of their customers right now because of the marketing and because of the games that they have created. PlayStation has done an incredible job with their marketing. And as much as I think Jim Ryan isn't for the consumer, or even I'd say comparable to Phil Spencer in the way that he conducts his business, I think that he is a good businessman, and he knows this about the fan base for PlayStation, is that they have been normalized to the fact that a PlayStation game has to be that $60 or $70 price tag because the quality of the game is just so superior to anything else out there. Which some games, I mean, incredible quality. It's hard to find other ones that compare to it, but for all of them, that is not the case. But they've made you believe that that $60 or $70 that you spend on a PlayStation game is a more valuable $60 or $70 because it's coming from a PlayStation studio. And they know that, and they know that their fans think that, and they know that their fans use that as something that makes them proud to play and go out and buy PlayStation games. That's kind of the way I see it. I mean, you can go on Twitter, you can go on social media, and people are kind of boasting about wanting to spend more money on video games and that they're happy that these games aren't in the service, which to me just speaks to the absolute genius of the brand recognition, the absolute genius of the marketing that PlayStation has created. And you got to give them kudos for that. And Jim Ryan knows this. And I think that is the main reason why they aren't putting their games into PlayStation Plus on day one. I don't think it has anything to do with the reduction in quality, with not being able to make their money back, with all that type of stuff. I solely believe is that they know they don't need to get everybody converting over to PlayStation Plus. They already have 48 plus million PS Plus subscribers. They're going to convert some of those people and make more money off the monthly. Plus, people are going to be subscribed and still sell millions and millions and millions of copies of their games day one for that $70. And they're hoping most of them, like I said, buy them digitally. With that being said, even if you put the games in PlayStation Plus on day one, it's been proven that when you put games day one into a subscription service, people still go out and buy them all the time. And they buy millions of copies of them. We saw that with Forza Horizon 5. Day one on Xbox Game Pass, they sold millions of copies. And it's going to be like that with all of the first-party Xbox Game Studios games. They're day one Xbox Game Pass, but they're still going to sell millions of copies through Steam and even on Xbox. People still want to go out and purchase these games. Now, Jim Ryan continues to talk about this, saying the way the world is changing so very quickly at the moment, nothing is forever. I mean, he's kind of signaling there that, hey, they may make that change. They're going to test this model out. And if it isn't going as they expect it to go, then maybe they will add the games to the service. Who would have said even 4 years ago that you would see AAA PlayStation IPs being published on PC? We started that last year with Horizon Zero Dawn, then Days Gone, and now God of War, a hugely polished and accomplished PC version of the game. We've had great critical success and great commercial success, and everybody has made their peace with that happening and is completely at ease with it. I look back 4 years and think nobody would have seen that coming. I mean, I think once people started seeing the success of Xbox Game Pass, it was inevitable that games are going to be releasing onto PC from PlayStation. And then they saw the success of Xbox releasing all of their games when they made that announcement on PC as well as Xbox, and the sales and stuff. It was inevitable. PlayStation saw that, and we saw that them releasing their games on PC was coming. I don't think it was that big of a surprise. And even 4 years ago, I kind of think the writing was on the wall, and they eventually made that adjustment. Continues on here to say, so I don't want to cast anything in stone at this stage. All I'm talking to today is the approach we're taking in the short term, the way our publishing model works right now. It doesn't make any sense, but things can change very quickly in this industry, as we all know. Again, he's leaving that door open. And I think that, hey, if it doesn't go as they expect, if not enough people transfer over to the higher tiers of PlayStation Plus, they will put their games on there at some point. So overall, it'll be very interesting to see how this thing evolves, how their overall subscriptions change, how people transfer over to the higher tiers, how many transfer over, and what this will mean overall for the service. But at the end of the day, this PlayStation Plus subscription model is in no way a huge comparison, I guess, to Game Pass in terms of the value, because the pricing is essentially the same. In fact, monthly you're paying more for the highest tier of PlayStation Plus, but you're just not getting the same value of games with the first party day one games. And with the amount of studios Xbox has, that value is actually just absolutely insane. And hey, maybe PlayStation doesn't want to compete on the same level with their subscription service as Xbox Game Pass. Maybe, like I said, their goal, they just want to get more profits. They want to make a little bit more money off all of their consumers, and they know by doing this, they are going to make a bit more monthly on a lot of them. Plus, they're going to be able to, I guess, double dip on them with their first-party PlayStation Studios games. So that's it for me. I know that was a long-winded one. I had a lot to say, so let me know what you guys' thoughts are on this entire thing with PlayStation Plus and the comparison to Xbox Game Pass. If you enjoyed this video, you found it entertaining, you found it informative, consider hitting that subscribe button to help this channel grow. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for your support, and I'll catch you in the next video.
Bye.